There once was a boat that went to sea to catch some fish for a very nice tea. The boat hit storms and the wind did howl and the crew were washed right out. Where did the Evers man go with J-Bass, Cush and Mike in tow? 1 minute they were rowing their boat and the next thing they're whacked out. They floated for a week or more, then washed up on unfamiliar shores. A TV crew with a plan in store said live in 3, 2, 1, go! Hooray, the Evers man comes, washed up for a weekend with his chums. Food, trials and barrels of fun in a live-streamed weekend show. Hooray, the Evers man comes with his band of brothers and a splintered bum. Food, trials and barrels of fun in a live-streamed weekend show.
Jamie, tell us about the dish that you're making.
Hand-rolled noodles, pork balls, a chili oil and an aromatic broth.
I think watching him try to cook that might be more entertaining than seeing what you can do with his leftover scraps.
I'm hoping he's going to have a few leftovers, but I'm also hoping not too many, because last time it was a bit easy.
Oh, Evers! Shots fired, I love it. We are well and truly in.
I think it's quite an ambitious dish for Jamie, full stop.
Yeah, I think it's quite an ambitious dish for Jamie, actually. So I'm starting with my broth. I'm cheating in the fact that I'm just going to chuck it all into the pressure cooker and let that do the work for me.
Excellent.
So it's spring onions, carrots, chicken wings, a couple of other bits, get it all in there, flavours together, boom.
So I'm going to use, hopefully, the bits that he's not using from the ingredients he's bought. So I'm also going to stretch to, I can see he's got some condiments there. He's probably not going to use half a litre of soy sauce. I might use a dab here and there.
You've got your eye on it, okay. That's
Even
fair.
so, some of the ingredients that would go back in the store cupboard, I'm also going to make use of.
Right, you're making up your own rules then, aren't you?
It's so tricky as well not to try and sabotage what he's going to do by going, you don't want me to use half a litre of soy sauce. Well, joke's on you.
I'm going to drink it. That lovely end bit looks scrap-worthy, doesn't it?
Perfect for Evers.
The dry bit of what is otherwise a wonderful root. No, a rhizome.
What? Does it require the rolling of the R?
Next up, I'm making my noodles. Now I'm going to try and make the proper bang bang.
Oh my goodness!
Noodles.
These are so much fun.
So much fun. Also, I don't know if I've ever done it before.
Good. Yeah.
I'm not sure how much wastage there's going to be from this part of the process. It's literally flour, water and salt going into a food mixer.
Do it.
So looking at the ingredients he's using and now knowing what he's making, are there any things in particular there that you're thinking, please don't use all of that?
It's not a please, because I think he should be making the best dish. I think I want to try and upscale what he's bought that he won't use.
Like?
I doubt he's going to use 6 eggs. Oh, that's a chunky bit of ginger.
Oh, you've got some ginger there to play with, mate. Yum.
Wait, no, I need some of that. Later. So for my pork balls, it's fairly similar to the pressure cooker. Everything's going into a food processor. We want a really nice kind of sticky, malleable, flavoursome meat paste. Pork mince.
So you've got pork, ginger, garlic, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar. Is that 5 spice?
5 spice, some fried shallots, baking powder, salt, sugar, a little bit of corn flour. Should be pretty much there.
What does the baking powder do here? Is it about acid and alkali?
Yeah, do you remember when we did Bapso meatballs? It gives it a real kind of bounce to a meatball.
We'll whiz that up for 2 minutes and then we're going to go in with corn flour, sugar and an egg white. Do you want an egg yolk?
I want you to have an egg yolk.
I want egg yolk.
Now we're going to add some ice cubes in to help make the mixture really smooth. Dough's done. That needs to rest for 20 minutes in a lightly oiled bowl. Our pork balls are done. They just need to be turned into balls and boiled. I think we're off to a good start.
When do you want to go in?
I can start.
Begin? Yeah?
I can start. I've got some scraps, an egg yolk and some eggshell.
Great! Go, go, go! So you're straight on the coriander stalks.
But only because I just want to, before they get sort of muddied with everything else, just keep them to one side, because that's a really lovely ingredient. So I literally don't need that till later, but I just want to make sure it's kept tidy and clean and out the way and not mixed with the other scraps.
Do you have a vision in mind of where you're going to start taking this?
Definitely got some ideas up my sleeve that we've had a play around with recently on the channel that I want to demonstrate. Beyond that, I'm hoping there's going to be some more leftovers, because at the moment there's not a lot to go on.
Well, Ebbers, it could be said that I've been taught so well how to cook and how to not leave leftovers that maybe this is a product of your own making.
Maybe you could be less of a hero, work with less of a sidekick and give me more. I'm also going to add to Jamie's scraps a few store-cupboard ingredients and anything that's kind of would naturally be kicking around.
That's fair.
But hopefully not much. One thing I am going to avoid doing, but it's very tempting with this, is just a stir fry, because actually you'll notice that all of the stuff that I've just taken out of Jamie's bin is all the aromat basis for a stir fry. So ginger, garlic, spring onion, coriander stalk. If you had any other veg in your fridge at the end of the week, you've got yourself a really flavoursome dish. That seems a bit obvious, even though that is exactly what I do at home. I'm going to try and do something a bit different.
Lovely. Please tell me you're going to use those.
Forgive me, in the studio I'm not, but crunched up and put around your soil keeps the slugs away if you've got a garden.
So I'm thinking about his allotment.
Yeah.
Thinking about the allotment.
What I am going to do though is take all the rest of these scraps. I literally am now using roots, carrot peel, onion peel, ginger peel, and I'm going to put all of this into an oven at 60 or 70 degrees Celsius and dry it out.
Interesting.
Several hours, and then blend it up into basically a vegetable seasoning that you can put into all sorts. But it's got the ginger, the garlic, the spring onion, the coriander, so it's very aromatic, and you can use it just to season fish, chicken, or whatever you want before you grill it.
That is a tip that I have never heard of before. I'm interested to see what it tastes like.
How many eggs do you need for your recipe?
Well, I've used one egg white. I think I need one more egg.
I've had an idea. He's
Okay.
given me an egg yolk. I want to use it, but I want to use it with one more egg as well.
Have you got an egg to spare?
I have an egg to spare.
He's dug out the egg topper. Ebbers, what are you doing?
An experiment. I've used the egg yolk that Jamie kindly left and mixed it with about 60 ml of double cream, some sesame oil, some scraps of ginger, and a splash of soy. I put it back into the eggshell and now I'm going to steam it. And what you get is a wonderful ginger and sesame egg custard, which is a fantastic little like amuse-bouche
starter,
or a
yeah.
starter that we can garnish with a little bit of spring onion. Job done. All I'm going to do now is steam it.
You quenelling?
I'm quenelling my pork balls. So I think the way you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to put it in your hand like that, and then you literally just pinch one off.
Jay left me some corn flour scraps, which I wasn't planning on using, but with a bit of water, that will become the glue that I may need later on. Bear that in mind.
What are you doing now, Spaff?
So I'm making the base of my hot oil. So I've got sesame seeds, chili flakes, ginger, garlic, a few other bits and pieces going into a bowl, heating up some oil. Once the oil's hot, I'm gonna pour it over all of this. It's just gonna flavour the oil for us.
Ebbers, I see you've taken the remainder of the chili flakes and sesame seeds. What are you doing?
I'm just toasting them off, because toasted sesame with a little bit of chilli will be a wonderful garnish for something maybe, depending on what I end up doing.
Great.
I haven't really got a plan yet, other than, in order to get the egg shell to make my egg custard with this leftover egg yolk, I've now got a leftover egg. So I might add another one to it.
So you're making leftovers from my leftovers, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right. It's for you. Ginger.
Oh, that is generous. Oh, you don't need any of this anymore, do you? Sugar? Little
No.
pinch of sugar. Little pinch of MSG.
I'm happy with my balls, Ebbers. I've cooked off enough to make one bowl, which is all I have to do for this video. But I have got enough to make 3 more bowls. I think I have to give it to you, because I don't need it for my one bowl.
Great.
So you've just inherited 3/4 of my pork balls.
I don't think I
don't want your pork balls.
Well, this is the fun of the video.
I was trying to find creative ways of using genuine leftovers, not things that are left over because we're filming only one portion, not 4.
Ebbers, there's some porky water there as well that you can have.
That will be useful.
You're welcome.
So what are you making and what is it?
If Jamie has gone and bought all the ingredients he needs to make his dish, what else is going to be left in the fridge and what can we do with it? So this is an egg mixture, slightly sweetened, got a bit of MSG in it, a little bit of soy in it, and it's just going to cook. And you kind of roll it up and keep adding layers, and then you roll it again. So it's all about texture.
My oil is hot. It's going in over all of my flavour. Give that a nice stir, and then that is done. I'm going to fry off some wonton pastry, get that nice and crispy. That can rest over there after it's done. And then I have to move on to the noodles.
What's happening with the prawns?
They're already cooked, so I'm just going to use them as garnish at the end,
Oh, nice.
along with some Chinese wind sausage, some crispy fried anchovies. It's all just garnish in a beautiful bowl.
Are you going to be using all of it?
I'm not going to be using all of my wind sausage. You've already had my balls. Do you want my sausage as well?
Yes, please.
Right. Ebbers.
Nice.
Sauce. Let's get some of these wonton skins frying off.
How's your egg roll going, Ebbers?
Let's get in there now. The reason I say now is that the bigger it gets, the easier it is to roll. So adding to my wind sausage, I'm going in with some coriander, some ginger, some garlic, and some spring onions. Thank you, Jamie, for your generosity.
That's all of my garnish. Hands off.
He just grabbed your nuts without asking.
Nuts, balls, sausage.
I'll take it all. I'm basically making a little filling, which would typically be vegetable-based, in like an egg roll.
So it's very different from your actual egg roll that you have on your board.
Yeah, so basically, I made an egg roll,
Yep.
tamagoyaki. Then Jamie gave me wonton paste, and I thought, let's make an egg roll that hasn't got egg in it. Kind of the Americanized, almost wonton-y kind of vibe. Spring roll. And remember the corn flour that he threw away? That now becomes the glue for some egg rolls.
Did you foresee that he wasn't going to use all those skins?
Let's be honest, there's 250 grams worth there. He's not going to use them all.
Ebbers, I think we're ready to depressure.
Ebbers, are you using this
Do you
steam?
want this steam? You are welcome.
Saved steam.
Yep.
So wind sausage, peanut, and aromats, i.e. ginger, garlic, spring onion, and sesame going into here. Jay, you know when you gave me your oil because it was getting in your way?
Yep.
I'm going to deep fry my egg rolls in it.
Right, good.
This is amazing. Great stuff, Ebbers. How's your broth looking?
It's smelling amazing. Ebbers can have what's left in the colander
Oh, that's a lot.
because I don't need that. It's done its job for me. It's added the flavour.
You're outsourcing your washing up to him as
Basically,
well.
yeah. Scraps, stroke, dirty stuff.
It's not
Congrats,
a dumping ground. This is my workbench where magic is happening.
I don't want to distract you from what you're doing, Ben.
No, I've got an eye on this.
Jay is
don't-
about to try a very traditional method of pulling noodles. So what's the technique here, Jay?
Roll this out into a rectangle and then cut it into 1 centimetre slices and then
Here he goes, here he goes. Lovely stuff. That dough is awesome.
Well done, Jay. Slap,
Jay.
slap, slap.
It's all in the knees, right?
I don't know why I'm going with
I
it.
don't know.
It's going good.
It's like you're on a trampoline.
It's going good.
Lovely.
Jay, all of the stuff that came out of your stock,
Yeah.
all the vegetation, most of it is coriander, but with lots of chickeny goodness, some garlic, some ginger. I'm gonna pop that in here and see what happens if I blend it.
Oh, Ebbers, coming together very nicely. Wow, this looks really good, mate. I love that you're cooking the pasta in the broth.
Yeah, flavour.
Mike,
Hello.
I'm gonna make egg drop soup.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's still got some eggs there and I was trying to work out what else I can do with them. So using his pork meatball broth, which I'm going to now heavily season up with some other nice things. I'm going to put the chicken in and some egg drop and make it that silky smooth texture.
Wow, that looks like an absolute feast. And Ebbers is putting the finishing touches to his dishes.
I'm just literally throwing scraps on a plate now.
I'm excited for the root seasoning. Final sprinkle of salt. And are we both done?
I think I'm done.
Wow!
Finito.
Wow! Amazing job you put in your egg.
Something to cover up the crack. He didn't use all his. He didn't use all his prawns.
Let's get these into the sexies and then we're going to try them. Let's get stuck in. Jay, I'm really impressed.
There's a lot going on in that bowl.
I'm so impressed with the noodles.
This is him. Oh, now we got his DNA all over your bang bang. Pork balls are fantastic.
I'd say the broth is actually incredibly mellow, but then there's so much going on top. That's absolutely fine, because get a little bit of that crispy fish, a little bit of chili, a little bit of sesame, a little peanut. The texture of the noodles is great.
Yeah, great noodles, mate.
Yeah. Considering it's the first time I've made them, I'm
Really
quite
impressed.
happy with how they came out.
Well, not only did we get this wonderful dish, you had a new experience, did a great job, but the offcuts turned into this.
So we've got tamagoyaki, egg custard, egg drop soup, egg rolls, then all the other stuff that we dried out becomes this wonderful seasoning for other occasions.
Wow.
Just get your nose in that.
Oh wow, that is really fragrant.
So much flavour that normally
Just a little bit.
just goes in the bin. And that
tastes
will
great.
go on top of steamed fish, will go on top of meats, will go into a really simple broth to make instant broth.
I've never seen that before, so thank you. A truly new experience. Let's eat some new experiences.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow,
Oh, that's very good.
that is spanking. Ooh, look at that.
It's almost like creme anglaise.
It's just remarkable because I knew there was stuff going on behind me, but I had no
my
idea what
goodness,
it
that
was.
is outstanding. Try his egg, if he hasn't eaten it all. How smooth and how flavoursome.
Oh, wow.
That is.
And then look how generous this is with chicken, which is all the stuff that was wrapped around the chicken wings.
Well done, you.
And the egg gives it that lovely silky smooth texture.
The sesame oil theme running throughout just
Yeah.
adds that toasted flavour. It's so good. And I
Then a
wanna try.
Chinese wind sausage spring roll
What's
with
this?
a puree made from all the coriander that you pressure cooked for half an hour.
Oh, fantastic.
What's amazing is it's all of the same flavours that's in here, obviously, but in completely different ways. That's amazing.
Repackaged. Was this an afterthought?
Yeah. Even the carrot that came out of the stock pot, it's just carrot. But even that's got little essence of chicken. I wouldn't write home about that, but I also wouldn't throw it in the bin, I'd eat it.
No.
So,
Hey, with a crispy wonton skin, Ebbers,
Great job, mate.
wonderful job. He doesn't think so because he's not clapping, but great job.
good job all round. I'm still impressed with the noodles, Jay.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, over to you. How do you think both of the guys got on? And would you like to see our chef take on more of these scrap challenges in the future? If you would, like the video and let us know in the comments.
Hooray, the Ebbers man comes with his band of brothers and a splintered bum. Food trials and barrels of fun in a live streamed weekend show.